Set dressing neon. We should already be in set dressing. Neon Aurora container. Okay, well that's easy enough. And which one is this? Container 01. All right. Boom. There we go. And we want that one to be red. So we're going support model only swap. It's movable static. We can close that. Just exit, never hit OK because then it'll count as an edit. I don't know. I doubt there's anything in here for. No. We'll figure out an audio for it later. But this is good for now. It's got our layered material swap. Object template. Yeah, no, nothing we need right now. Okay. So now we have Aurora box, large storage. Boom. Why do I feel like I missed the scale on? No. All right. So now we're going to grab our stats here. I'm just going to plug it in. Yeah. I'm going to have to run this off screen, but I just wanted to show you all what I was doing there. That's what I'm using for my reference. Like I said, I like placing stuff first and then deciding whether I'm going to do anything with it. Distance. 6. 2. 5. Our Z rotation 252, 81. Boom. Now it's exactly where we wanted it. And it is now an interactable container. I may very well put a filter on that to where it will only take Aurora. And then I may make this one. No. I'll probably do this as the ingredients for Aurora and make this one the Aurora container itself. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to record our location data. If I don't spell this shit right, y'all don't judge me. So, same thing. I'm going to duplicate and rename this. We're going to search for LG and replace with SM for small. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to edit this. We're going to edit swap. We're going to make it blue. Bring the red away. Okay. Now we got our blue Aurora box. Same thing. We're not going to mess with any of this right now. We're just getting it laid out, and then we'll come back in and decide what we're going to do with it later. We can delete that one. Drop our small box in here. And now it's the same thing. We're going to use our locational data. Oh, Jesus. What did I do? We're going to use our locational data, and we're going to place it. And like I said, move on to the next thing. So 5.337. 2.017. 369,341, and a 0.75 scale. Boom. Done. Yep. Like I said, now both of these are containers. There's going to be a metric ton of storage in this thing. These are storage containers underneath the mannequin rack. This is not the mannequin pose. This is just what the CK defaults to. They are actually arms down, regular pose. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna ask Downfall. I'm gonna try to dissect it first. Downfall with the Crimson Fleet ranks added a small room here on the key, and it has a single mannequin in it. And you actually walk up to the mannequin and hit, I think it's the X if you're on controller, and change the mannequin sex. So I'm gonna try to dissect what Downfall did, and do the same thing here with those. I'll be interested to see if I can do it. These are all weapon racks. They're all laid out. Let's see. Will it show me? No, it won't show. So these are actually containers and they're weapon racks. I can show you the snap templates. Yeah, so this window, fuck whoever decided this was a good idea. This is not easy to move in. There's not anything that tells you how to make this any easier. I think it's just honestly this much of a pain in the ass at all times. So, yeah, circles to rotate. I love it. But this is what the weapons will look like when you mount them into the container, which is actually the rack, the display rack. So this is kind of misleading because they don't fall where you would think they would fall. I can take an Equinox right now and throw it on this rack, and it's not going to end up here. So it took a lot of adjustment. These weren't too bad. The pistols were a pain in the ass. These fucking nightmares. Oh. And if you hit the camera adjust with it out of range, it will fucking disappear that bitch every time. Ask me how I know. Oh, Wrong circle. So these are for heavy weapons. And you see where this shows the outline of where it's supposed to be. If I put a micro gun on, the handle starts right here. The trigger assembly starts right here, and then the rest of it's out there here. I probably in and out of the game 30 fucking times just to set these up. So anybody that thinks you can just stroll into this shit and just make it all hunky-dory, easy as it, no, wrong. There's probably better ways to do what I did. But let me tell you, I left that rack before I figured out that I could spin the damn mouse, so make circles. I left that rack and looked at it at an angle to place all of that shit. Here's a fun one. The snap template for the ammo cases. There's an ammo case on each end. If you look, you can see the outline. That's a small ammo box inside a big ammo box. I had to do that. Place all the small ones, or place all the big ones, and then place all the small ones inside them. And you do that with locational data. And then once you're done with that, you go in and you give everything a display slot. And then since these are layered inside each other, guess what? They get the same corresponding display slot. And then, but wait, there's more. So once you get it placed with the snap template, this is a snap template. I use, for my own sanity's sake, people do it different. As long as your naming convention works for you, that's all that matters. I use the abbreviation that the creation kit uses for the form type to start out with, and then my DAM, so I can search by just that and find everything that I've made. But once you do the snap template, you apply it to your container, which is here. It doesn't show you. Now I could preview transform it and get it to show up, but here, and then you assign it the snap template you made down here. And then you come in here and you fucking assign all of the display slots again. Yeah. And then over here, when you give it a display slot, you put the filter on it. So all ammo is the only filter for ammo. You still have to graphically place two different type of ammo boxes for the snap template. Fun, right? Fun? Yeah, that's what we're going with. Yeah. So one of the things you can do is you can duplicate this and it'll keep the filter. Then you just have to give it a display slot. And it is actually linked to the snap template. So as you use it, it drops it off. It won't show back up in the display slot list. Oh yeah, and you got to give it a display filter here too. In two different places, because, once just isn't good enough. You have to make sure you drive that shit home. And you give it a keyword to make it think it's a display case for a weapon rack. I don't know why this is ignore Crimson Fleet, ignore Old Earth. I have no fucking idea what that's about, but it's on every weapon rack display. What it does or why it's there, I have no idea. But I can definitely throw Old Earth and Crimson Fleet weapons up on that rack, and they work just fine. Because I was using the Kraken, since it's considered a pistol, to line up the pistol slots for the main rack. Alright. So got our containers made for that. I'm really debating on whether I want to try to make that into an actual credits container. Consider an activator. This I can't access, at least not that I've not found a way to access this animation graph component. It just brings up blanks. Um, I don't think we have access to the AGX. So I can't. So where this lights up and takes the key, whatever you want to call it, the key, whatever. I can't disguise this as something else using this. At least not that I have found yet. But so far, I like it. What are you? You are kind of a container. You're a loot container, which would mean that if I left this the way it was, it would spawn loot in it. And this is no good. That is definitely no good. And that's no good. So it is a container. We're going to make our own custom version because we're going to dump that keyword off of it and those keywords off of it. Because I actually want it to, I want you to be able to pull from it whenever you're crafting. Which means I'm going to have to go in and do it for all of them, for all the containers. So that they'll pull from like here and here. These are also containers. Loot is a good way to tell. Same thing, we're going to make a custom because we're going to do away with the carry weight and we're going to do away with this keyword because it's kind of cheaty. Means you could stand here and spam opening that. And I think there's an achievement for looting however many chests or some shit like that. So we'll make that go away. And we might filter this. Because I've done that before, and it's pretty straightforward. There's not too many added chems and stuff to the game, so... Oh, fuck you, bot. You bastard. This is just set dressing. This back here is also just set dressing. So we got our containers made. Containers. Let's see. All right, we need to do something. Turn our markers on. We are just gonna pull. You know what? Pull this in here. Z down a little bit to get it past that ceiling tile. What you doing? What you doing? Where'd you put it? Did you put it anywhere? Or no, you just didn't make it. Okay, cool. All right. We're about to bring in a big light just so we can work in there a little better. You know what? We're just going to use one of these. Use this awesome thing called Alt. So make sure you got the right one selected, and then you can Alt and cycle through the different variants. And we're going to look for something. Holy shit, that is bright. At 300,000 lumen. You are also ridiculous. You're tolerable. You will work. We're gonna see if it'll punch through that ceiling tile. I doubt it. Nope, sure won't. Go figure. Yeah, that's always a good time. So you're gonna go away, and we're gonna add another one of you. And this is just temporary. I was working on a there's another player home I've been working on and off for a good while. And I use it's in Sidonia, and I use one of the 75,000 lumen lights from the mining area to light up where I'm working on a regular basis. I call them my construction lights. All right, so Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you are fucking large. Let's build into the wall there. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat, but it's too big. Why are you? You fucked up. You are fucked up. Yes, you are. All right, so that didn't bear any fruit. So we're gonna look for shower. Always type what you want to look for first before you uncheck the show edited forms only if you are in the all part of the tree. Um, it takes a little while to get used to, but I promise you it's going to save you a bunch of headache and heartache if you get used to it real fucking quick. Okay, that's the shower we started out with. We looked at that one already. Shower head. No. Hourglass. We could just build a little baby shower, but I think I like the decontamination shower better. Okay. Um. Hmm. Um. Let's go to world objects. Cool story. No. Hazard. Ooh, that's gonna bring up a bunch. The static. Radius markers. I don't think there is one. Uh, Static collection. No. Pack in. No. Same shit. Movable static. Oh, we might be onto something here. Back into hazards. Objects. No, it's not gonna be one of those. Oh, damn. I don't know that there is a example of that shower anywhere in the key. Um, no. Maybe in the bunks somewhere. That's your range, your bunks. I've already been in here. Alright, so there's like no showers here. Cool. Our pirates are skanky. Um, what's that? Oh, that's elevators to the captain's quarters. Range. Gym. This is to the bullshit. don't think it's gonna be in here unless there's a cool display. Not one there. What's out here? Nothing. um, services. No. Nope. 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 All right. So I guess no. This just leads back around here. 'Cause I'm a goofy ass and I can't remember the fucking layout of the key sometimes. This is operations. And we know it's not in Delgado's room because he got a big fancy fucking shower in there. Wonder if there's anything in here for decontamination after fucking around in the reactor room. Probably not, because that would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, damn. I love how fucking in detail they got here, because I mean, minus that not being in water, looks like your standard reactor, your fuel rod reactor. Cool. All right. So we're gonna have to load another cell. That's fine. I'm trying to think of one to load. I got one. Let's see. Um, hold on. I done fucked up now. Okay, so yeah, no. Keep going that way. It's gonna be top over here, maybe. Um, yeah. Bingo. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Eye wash station. Seriously? Seriously, we're gonna overlook the whole ass shower and focus on this little part right here. Not gonna pay attention to the rest of it. Just this. Fucking eye wash station. Are you serious? You bastards. On the x-axis, that end of probably no, 5 is going to be way too much. 6 was way too much. 6 5. 7. Good enough for government work. Touching the floor. You're touching the floor. All right, what you got, homie? You just type that. That's not even act like I don't know who the hell. No, this. That's just a playlist that I searched. I didn't make it. I've been far too lazy to make my own fucking playlist currently. Mm 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 mm. Oh yeah. Mhm. Looks like I hit that like perfect. You have to give a little X forward though. Um, well, I know one of you assholes got something somewhere. Oh come on. No. You go the opposite direction, dipshit. X, so 5, 5. Do a little protrusion, and we need to go. Motherfucker. Bingo. It's in the details, right? It's in the details. At least that's what I'm going to fucking tell myself, and I'm not going to listen to anybody tell me any different. Because they're my details, damn it. Secret. Alright. I like it. Yay, we got a shower. If you ain't got a shower beer, are you even fucking doing it right? Anybody? Anybody? I know Sith should appreciate that. It's gonna be a big snap. Yeah. Fucking shower beers, babe. Oh, every now and then. Just put more. We might have to put a bigger shelf. It's all good. I'll put a bigger shelf. Put more. Needs to be at least 3. I got you. Getting another full one or another empty one? I butchered that fucking spelling.